各位游客晚上好，即将进行的项目为男子4人雪车第2轮，试滑时间19点26分，正式比赛时间19点34分，请您严密观赛，遵守秩序。距离试滑开始还有1分钟。
This is forerunner number 2 in the track now. As we're just moments away from getting run number 2 started here in Yanqing, China, World Cup year number 2. And we are 5 minutes to that start of run number 2. This is the 5-minute warning at the Bobsleigh.
Welcome back to Yanqing Sliding Center. This is the home of the winter sliding sports in China after the Beijing 2022 Games, and the venue for the first race weekend of the BMW IBSF Bobsleigh and Skeleton World Cup. And the final heat of a long weekend of action is the second deciding heat of race 2 for the four-man. Double four-man weekend. Yesterday's race winner once again in the hunt for the great first heat from the improving Italian Patrick Baumgartner. On day 1 in the four-man, Baumgartner finished in 6th position. He lies 3rd after the first of our 2 heats. And technically, 1300s out of the lead, he could be a threat. If he has another good run, then he could easily seal his first World Cup medal. In 2nd place is reigning Olympic champion. He's Olympic champion in 2-man, he took silver there, and the Olympic champion in 4-man. He was the silver medalist yesterday. Today he lies just 300 seconds off the lead. Yesterday the top 3 sleds were covered by 500s. Egypt managed to wriggle his way through to nearly the top of the pile. But the man who already has 2 golds under his belt is Johannes Longer. He was the Olympic silver medalist in 2-man and 4-man. He's already hit gold with both disciplines, and he leads here after a first run where he was just about on par with Friedrich, but found a little bit more clean lines down at the bottom, helping him build the speed up to the finish line. So after the first of the two heats, that is the story. 300s between the top two, who are both German medalists on this track. Patrick Baumgartner in third place, and actually relatively safe if he does not flake from attack from behind from Mickey Vogt and the rest of them. Simon Friedli and Cedric Follodor will be the first two off for Switzerland, as we go from 11th down to 1. Reverse order of their first heat performance is how they will start. So final little bits of preparation done between the heats, just keeping that mirror polish on the runners. Reducing friction is everything with the runners and with the sled's body as well, and of course with the crew too. Well, the Latvian duo struggled a little bit today. We'll have to see how they fare in the second heat. They will go off early, as you can see. So Simon Friedli, Cedric Follodor and Lee Chun-Jan. Then Marcus Treichel again. Disappointing first heat for him after yesterday. Sun Kai-chi, bronze medalist yesterday, not really at the races in the first heat. I wonder if he can find much of improvement. Then Emil Tsoupulis, the four-man World Championship silver medalist. His teammate Jakob's calendar was quicker. Mickey Vogt is fourth before we get into the medals. Final run of the Beijing weekend, BMW IBSF four-man bobsleigh World Cup #2 here at the Yanqing Sliding Centre. Second and deciding heat. Martin Haven watching the action with you as Simon Friedli and crew take to the start line. Dominic Schlepfer, Luca Rolli and Andreas Haas. This is a foursome that raced yesterday, took 10th place, and to pick up the pace a little if they can match that today. 5:01, Dane start as the first heat. Now he will benefit from slight fresher ice. A spritz, but rattles the wall out of 2. Late height in 2, he had to bring it down hard. Ooh, again, came down a little too early in 4. You saw the sled starting to pick up again on the exit of the corner. Out of 6, through 7 and 8, little uphill chicane. And out of 10, into the Kreisel. Quite straight down to the Kreisel. 120 is the speed. Good straight exit. Well, that's going to help build speed for the lower part of the track. And that's important because out of 13 here, you get this run down through 14 and 15. Much tidier. Much better run. There we go. That's a decent one. 58.92 compared to 59.15. That is a better run from Simon Friedli, and that would have left him in 9th after the first heat, so an improvement on yesterday's top 10 finish. Still not going to match his World Cup best.
No ways, no lines. Here's Jones.
Track clear for the from China.
爸爸，不是你们都站起来。你别站这儿，别这儿容易摔。妈妈，他站这儿就掉了。
Still with a higher speed, but Lee is across the line, 58.73. So Lee Chun-jan, a 5:01 start, same as Seaman Friedley, and a 58.73. That's 21 hundredths better than his first heat. 7th yesterday, and that might well be enough for a top 6. Watch the start, watch the brakeman then. Ducks in, but whoa, completely lost his rhythm. The sled nearly left without him. That's most unusual. Normally, the brakeman's arms don't come forward like that. So he leant into the sled, and then your hands are back down by your hips, all the body weight in there. You drive from the pelvis. So, yeah, not their neatest start, but they're down and in the lead box. Marcus Treichel of Austria next up. Sasha Stepan, Sebastian Mitra, Christian Huber, this foursome 2200s in front of Lee Chun-jan. They were 9th yesterday, 8th after the first heat, and only 200s out of the tie for 6th. Only 900s away from 5th. So the potential to move up, if he has a good heat here, they get a decent 5:03 start. Not too bad from 1 to 2. 1900s up, was 2200s. Don't forget, Lee Chun-jan had a very big run. So Marcus is close to his pace, 1700s, just losing a little more all the time. Not too much deficit, only 500's gone away, little wriggle there. 1400's, as quick as we've seen, faster than Lee Chun-jan at this stage. This is the leader on the ice at the moment, 127.4, same speed as Lee. Follador was fastest at the bottom, 136.9, big skid through 13, 137, should be enough to take the lead, but will he move up? 1900s up, 58.76, so it's still Lee Chun-jan who had the fastest second heat. But in this heat, both count. Shaking his head. He may not know La Plana as well as some of the other tracks, but he definitely knows it, I think, better than this place. And again, of course, the final race before Christmas is Innsbruck home ice for the Austrian team. This has been a learning weekend for everybody. Not many folks very familiar with this track. There was precious little racing before the Olympic Games. Big sideways skid there. Tap in 13, leading them sideways into the wall, both sides, 14 and 15. Okay, week done in China for Mark Treichel and the crew. They move into the leaders box, and here's yesterday's bronze medalist, Sun Kai-chi, with Ding Song, Ye Jilong and Cheng Heng behind him. Just 200s faster than Treichel. But Sun needs one of the runs that he produced yesterday. Led after the first man on the ice in the four-man this season, and claimed China's first ever bobsleigh World Cup medal. Don't think he's going to double up on that, but it is very tight, this little log jam in the middle of the top 10. So decent speed, as quick as Li Chundan. 5:01 start. Again, tying with his teammate. And if he can get the same downtime of 58.73, he will take the lead. He should. In fact, he won't. If he has a 58.73, yes, he will. He'll move ahead of Marcus Trickle by 500s. In the green at the moment, 300 up. Straighter than Trickle there. 9 to 10. Not as quick into the Kreisel. Now, how does he drive this 360-degree turn? Comes out in front. Better speed than Trickle. 127.5, plays 127.4. Slender advantage. Might be enough to move up a place or two. Only third best speed at the bottom. Will he hang on? Yes, he does. 58.66. Well, that would have left him in 6th place, not 8th place after the first heat, or rather not tied for 6th place. Not the big improvement that he might have hoped for after yesterday. But Sun Kai-chi will remember this weekend as much as he probably will remember his home Winter Games. Those memories will be burned in, won't they? But the first Chinese athlete to take, or first 4 Chinese athletes to take a World Cup medal in bobsleigh. That's a huge result. The Austrian for there, congratulations. And we have 6 to go. Tied for 6th place with Sun Kai-chi of China is the man who lost out on a podium finish yesterday. Emil Supolis dropped out of 2nd place from the first heat, down to 4th by a whisker, 4.94. So started 4.95, beg your pardon, 4.95 in the first heat, yeah, 4.94 in the second. Clean-ish through 2. Not too bad through 4. Was 400s in front, that gap 900s, 1400s. Here we go. Don't forget he was tied to the 100th with Sun Kai-chi after the first heat. So now 1700s ahead of Sun, and quicker as well. Quicker than Sun was, quicker than Trickle was. Little tap on the exit of the Kreisel, 127.7, quicker than Sun at the bottom as well. Trickle 137.0, was clean through 13, that's not too bad. 4th best speed, but only a whisker away, he takes the lead by 1300s. And that run, 58.53, would have been the 4th fastest in the first heat, rather than tied for 6th where he was. 1700s better than he managed in the first heat. Nice exit out of the Kreisel, really helps build the speed low down. He got the tiny tap but didn't get the big skid, which is much more damaging. 14 to 15, just rode the wall a little in 14. So Emil Tsipoulis is the leader from Sun Kai-chi and Marcus Trickle. 6 down, 5 to go. Race 2 of the BMW IBSF 4-man bobsleigh World Cup at the season opening weekend here in Beijing in China. Emil Tsipoulis, World Championship silver medalist, is our leader, but ahead of him by 700ths after the first heat was his younger teammate Jakob's Calendar. Jakobs finished 11th yesterday, Emil's was 4th. Neither Contenders Runs really much to inspire, but the 3rd heat, the first today, was better. This is like the Olympic Games, 4 heats over 2 days. Now they don't all add together, it has to be agreed, but still brings you that same and knowledge of the track in race conditions. Little squirrely of 2, big slide of 4. He's fallen behind his teammate and that gap will grow. 300's back at the start because they started about a tenth slower. And this is not the run he needed. 4th best speed, dropping back behind Sun Kai-chi. Ahead of Marcus Stryker at the moment, but I don't think that's where he's going to end up. Only the 6th best speed. Too many skids, too many hits. Oh, and again the line all wrong there on the exit of 13. He's coming badly unravelled. He's going to plunge about 4 spots, 6, 5 spots back to behind Lee Chun-jan. All right, well, he was 11th yesterday. He won't be 11th today. He'll be no worse than 9th. But that's not really the second heat he wanted after a good run to be in front of his more experienced teammate. Emil Tsipoulis leads. Jakub Kalender down to 5th position with 4 to go. Well, the line looks good in the Kreisel, but he brings it down a little early, and the pressure is not done with him yet. The back end responding to those G-forces and just drifting away from the line he'd taken. And then 13, look how sideways they come into 14. Big skid over the brow, bang, bang, bang. Team getting a good rattling down this track in places. Mickey Vogt, bronze medalist in the 2-man on Friday. Finished 5th in the 4-man yesterday. Looking for another medal here, but 4th place. He is some distance from the medals. Let's see what he can produce. 1400s in hand over Emil Tsipoulis, the current leader, and that is down to 200s because he starts 1200 slow. 200s in the red. Tidy part of the track will help. That's not too bad so far. The Swiss sleds have got good speed at the bottom. Okay, so he's stopped losing time dramatically. It's only gone from 200s to 400s back. Little tap going in, but that's quite straight. 700s back, 2nd best speed, but Tsipoulis was quicker. So the gap's going to grow. Now faster speed below the Kreisel. There is enough ice, just about, if you drive it well, to bring it back. 500s back, cleaner there. Only the 5th best speed. Not going to be close enough at the line. He's not. Peter Ramseidel on the left, Kopeta on the right. They've swapped sides. That's not a good sign. And to deck, don't do that. Well, 58.56 first heat, 58.71 second run. Look at that big height, swooping up in 1. Didn't hear the tap in 2, but he had to work hard to avoid the woodwork. And then a little skid on the exit of 4 as well. And then 14 to 15. Well, not the bouncing run that Jakub Kalender and his crew had, but not as neat as he would have liked. Mickey Vogt in 2nd, 3 go. Top 3 after the first of our 2 heats in the BMW IBSF 4-man bobsleigh World Cup race here in Beijing in China. Race 2 of the season, Patrick Baumgartner. Well, yesterday, Baumgartner finished in 6th place, tying his previous World Cup best, which was a pair of 6th place, in fact, in Innsbruck in February of this year. So this year, he has had his 3 best bobsled results. Yesterday, we saw history made as China claimed the 3rd medal in bobsleigh. Can Baumgartner do the same? 5.07. Youth Olympic champion in bobsleigh in 2012. 1700s up on Emil Tsipoulis. His advantage has gone early on because Sapoulis and his crew started very quickly, but he's holding on to it now. This is really important for Baumgartner, that he doesn't allow nerves to creep in. This is super smooth, looking very nice. Best speed of all. Good exit from the Kreisel. Is 3/4 of the way there in terms of distance and time. 1:28.3, best speed of all. Patrick Baumgartner is going to make personal history. He is heading towards a medal here in Beijing. 1:37.1, best speed of all. Baumgartner leads. He's in the medals. Yes, CC, exactly so. Have you now not got goosebumps? I have got goosebumps. Well, there was a slip at the start as well. I mean, the nerves must have been exceptional. They've never been in this position, this foursome. And they knew that they were up against a man who just won the silver medal in the World Championships in February, Emil Sapoulis. And not letting the nerves take over. There you go. There you go. Congratulations. So Patrick here's a sentence. Patrick Baumgartner leads. Francesco Friedrich blasts away from the line, with Torsten Margis behind him, and then Felix Straub, Candy Bauer. 4:98, another exceptional start from the crew. They had 4:93 in the first heat, and he's still not getting it right. 1-2. Extra 4, 2200 up on Patrick Baumgartner. This is all about trying to seize gold. Ooh, big skid down there. 1700, the gap's coming down. I don't think he's in the danger zone yet, but he doesn't have the speed that Baumgartner did. Can you imagine what the Italians are thinking looking at this? Friedrich is coming back towards them. Was a 10th. It's down to hundreds. 300ths of a second. Baumgartner was faster. Friedrich's losing it. Baumgartner is going to take the silver medal. Friedrich is behind. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
98.
Well, the start was strong. 98, not 93 in the first heat. But it's 1-2 that takes that speed away. And here out of 13, well, it looked good, but he hit 14 hard. I mean, really hard. I expect normal service to be resumed once we get to Europe, but again, the crew will be the very first to congratulate. But still a big smile on his face, look. Patrick Baumgartner leads, 1 to go. Johannes Lochner, Georg Fleischhauer, won by Joshua Tascher and Florian Bauer. 2 gold medals so far this weekend in the 2-man and yesterday's 4-man. Can gold be struck 3 times here? 300s in hand over Friedrich, 2400s over Baumgartner. Big looping height in 1 and in 2. How's the exit? It's not bad. 2800, building his advantage. Long skid out of 4. Let's see out of 6. 7 and 8 look clean. 9 to 10 could be a bit of a danger zone. Hard take on to 10. 2800's up. The lead stays there. He's not as quick as Baumgartner, but he's got enough in the bank, hasn't he? Hasn't he? 1:28.3. Yes, he has got enough. He's got enough speed off the Kreisel. Basically hit everything in sight and still win this Johannes Lochner is going to become a 3-time gold medal winner on the Olympic track. Across the line, 58.39. Applause from Baumgartner and his crew. Yes, it was rocky there at the end. In the end, he didn't give away as much as Francesco Friedrich, and it is triple gold in Beijing for Hansi Lochner. Woo!
Du Sauhund! Ja, geht doch hier. Richtig stark.
Well, he's congratulating them in Bavarian. They're answering in Süd Tyrolese, so a sort of German conversation going on there. Johannes Lochner and the crew claim the final gold medal of the weekend. That is 3 bobsleigh golds for Hansi Lochner to start the season. Today, Francesco Friedrich does not get the silver. It's a massive, massive day for Italy's Patrick Baumgartner there. So Hansi asking for the jacket. Well, after the race yesterday, that's what he wanted, to claim another gold, and he's done it. And Patrick Baumgartner in second, 100th ahead of Francesco Friedrich of Germany. Emil Tsipolis in fourth, Mickey Vogt fifth, as he was yesterday. Sun Kai-chi, yesterday's bronze medalist, in the top 6 ahead of Marcus Treichel, Lee Chun-jan, and then the Latvians Jakub Kalenda ahead of Cedric Follador and Seaman Friedley. And that is it for our voyage to Beijing, to the 2022 Winter Olympic track. Next time out, we will be in December and in France. Hansi Lochner is the World Cup leader from Francesco Friedrich, and Patrick Baumgartner, not only a silver medalist today, but 3rd in the World Cup rankings. Well, what does he know of the track in La Playa? We haven't been there in the World Cup for a few years, but lots and lots of these drivers will know the track well from the junior ranks, if not for immediate World Cup knowledge. Well, that is it on behalf of the entire crew here, all the Chinese colleagues who have helped to make the picture so magical this weekend, and our regular front row crew. Thanks for joining us. We will see you in La Playa the 2nd weekend of December, 3 weeks from now. Join us for all the action as we return. Until then, from all of us, from me, Martin Haven, it's goodbye for now. We'll see you in France.